Are you sure that I even have to do this one? I mean, it's a Sony movie. It doesn't count, right? Like, it's not technic. I know I'm almost done, but I'm still. This is going to be why people think that I hate everything that's good. What do you mean, try not to have a controversial opinion this time? You know what? I'm firing you. I need somebody else. Comment below if you want to be my new manager.
Spectacular, 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 spectacular.
Spider-Man Homecoming. So, Spider-Man Homecoming is almost a sequel to Captain America Civil War. It's a continuation of Peter Parker's life as we last saw it in Civil War. He is, again, played by Tom Holland. Just lets you know, it's still the same Spider-Man. Why am I so bad at this? So it's been 2 months since Iron Man enlisted his help in fighting Captain America and the rest of his team in Germany in Civil War. And the entire time since then, Spider-Man's been really trying to get Iron Man's attention because he wants to go out there and do more Avengers stuff. But alas, he has not been called back for a job interview. In the meantime, he's been maintaining a teenage social life, and he's been trying to, get a girlfriend, get ready for the homecoming dance coming up. He's a part of the academic decathlon, blah, blah, blah. All that's good stuff that we all remember about high school. I want to say, though, Tom Holland absolutely sells it as a teenager in this movie. He does a fantastic job of playing the kind of socially awkward, nerdy type with a little bit of self-confidence that they were going for this version of Peter Parker. Nothing that I don't like about this movie is his fault, all right? I just want to make that clear. But the stakes get raised when it turns out that some guy called the Vulture has been selling weapons made out of technology left behind from the wreckage of Avengers fights. Who's this Vulture guy? Liz Allen's dead. And who's Liz Allen's? Peter Parker's crush in this movie. And they were gonna go to Homecoming, but then he shows up at the house and it's like, hey, I'm the Vulture. And how's it going? I'm gonna do one more crime and then I'm done. So stay out of my way or I'll kill you. And then Spider-Man's like, I'm gonna stop you. And then he stops him. I know I got through the plot of that one really quickly. I left some meat out. Doesn't matter. I'm just gonna jump right into what I liked about this movie. I love Tom Holland's performance. I love just about everybody's performance in this movie. Michael Keaton does a great job as the Vulture. Robert Downey Jr. is always a pleasure as Iron Man. Zendaya as Michelle. I loved her. Whoever plays Ned in the movie, he does a great job too, being a nerdy, awkward little sidekick type of person. Only thing that really starts to make this movie fall apart is the story. One of the most emotional scenes in the movie comes right after Peter Parker screws up and he gets a fairy cut in half and he's trying to keep it together. Iron Man decides, hey, you don't deserve to have the suit. I'm going to take it back because I told you not to go after this guy. I said I'd handle it, and you went after him anyway, so I have to punish you. But then Spider-Man goes after Vulture again, and this time, instead of a bow getting cut in half, he crashes a plane into the beach. And because nobody gets hurt, it's okay, and he gets to get his normal suit back, and he's even offered the Iron Spider suit and a spot in the Avengers, which he would promptly have to sign the Sokovia Accord, so I don't know what the point of that is. I don't really know if you can make an underage individual sign something like that, but he can't operate legally as an Avenger if he doesn't sign that, so what's the rules here? But the plane starts crashing as a direct result of Peter's actions, the same way that the ferry got cut in half as a direct result of Peter's actions. The plane could have just as easily crashed into Stark Tower. It didn't have to end up crashing into the beach. It could have taken out any part of New York City, and it would have been just as much Peter's fault as the ferry incident. So why do you reward these impulsive, irrational decisions with offering him a spot on the Avengers? That's still very irresponsible on Tony's part, and it doesn't work for me at all. And I'm not a huge fan of the Iron Manization of Spider-Man. I don't like him getting this super decked out suit. Even the regular suit has too much stuff in it. Like, why can't Peter Parker make his own suit? And I know he made his own suit. Yeah, he made pajamas with goggles in them. I'm talking about, why can't he make his own actual Spider-Man suit? A real Spider-Man suit. Why is that so difficult for him to do? Like, and I know that in the comics, he made his own suit. Excuse me while I read around for something. How come he couldn't make this suit by himself? Do you want to tell me that this version of Peter Parker isn't the smartest Peter Parker supposed to be? Because if so, then that's pretty stupid because he's captain of the academic decathlon team or something like that. So how come he can't get things done by himself? Why is he just Robin to Iron Man's Batman? It's so frustrating. And I know what you're going to tell me. The arc is that he learns that he doesn't have to rely on the suit. He learns that that he's more than just what the suit allows him to be. He's his own hero. That's not a character arc that Spider-Man's supposed to have. And I'll talk more about that in the future. I want to do a video about why Spider-Man Homecoming super just does not understand the character. Like, Spider-Man himself is actively the worst thing about the movie. Everything else, I guess, is fine. I like the cinematography, I like the music, I like the atmosphere that it does take place in a high school, believably. I like the John Hughes nature that they went with for the movie. I like the aesthetic. I like the overall tone of the movie. And, like, I don't hate this movie. I want you guys to understand that. I don't think it's terrible. I just really think it could have been much better if it was more focused on Spider-Man being Spider-Man for the reasons that Spider-Man is supposed to be Spider-Man. But Spider-Man Homecoming is worth buying on Blu-ray. And I only say that because it's the best live-action Spider-Man movie that we've gotten. I'm sorry. Now, I know that what I said about the movie doesn't sound like it would equate to a buy it on Blu-ray, but you have to... Everything about the movie works except for Spider-Man. And since he's only about half of the movie, I guess only half of the movie is bad. You know what? Strike it from the canon. New rating. It was worth the price of admission in 2017. Sue me. But Spider-Man Homecoming, have you seen it? Probably. What did you think about it? Whatever it is, whatever you think. I'm below. As always, if you want more videos like this, click somewhere on the screen, please.